Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
One day, down. You ready? 54 miles. You're not ready. You're not ready.
They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
185 and 734.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Darius Geis, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
White 90, 180.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They run. It's Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And finally brought down at the 38. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 38-yard line.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter play?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big... And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Yannick Ngakoue, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Rivers. It's caught by Davis. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. Enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
50 cent, 380.
Third and long for Rivers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Get that quarterback. 93. Sponge. No, we're good.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 97.
Carr now to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you got to defend it the same way you would defend the 1st down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Watch the twist.
Shotgun now for Carr. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Check three. 180. Check 99.
Now Gurley. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Let go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rivers. He's got his man. This is Tate. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line.
1st down, Bears.
Set. We're okay. Block the team. I'm coming for you.
From the red zone now, Rivers. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler, Byron Jones. First, he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets them up nicely. 8 yards on the carry, 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 11-yard line.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a run with Geis. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Watch 80. Watch 80. Single.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
That's a real nice job right there. Working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 694.
On the draw, they go to Geis. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Bears' 47-yard line.
Ten 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Carr. That's caught by Hollister. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Defense wins championships, baby.
On first down, this is Geis. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Up to make the stop, the Texans' leading tackler a year ago, Zach Cunningham.
At the 22-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. This is Geis. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
To throw his Carr. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Now, 180. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Kill. What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go.
On the ground, Geis. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Again, Geis. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Darius Geis with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. To come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, I'm up there.
You're down 3 scores already. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
On the ground, it's Geis. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Down, 180.
Looking to throw on second down. Carr. That one complete to Anderson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Not today, you are. Not today. 734. 58.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Carr. And his throw is incomplete. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it.
This close to the goal line, you got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on third and goal.
Hey, 734. 58's the mic. Go 58's the mic. You got nothing in there.
From the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high. Gets
fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're in a bit of a bind, a pretty big bind, down 20-0 as they start here on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He completes it to Tate. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. There's a party now.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rivers. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 42.
And the Bears first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Set the turn, defense. Let's go. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. I'm coming after you.
From the gun, Rivers. Completes it to Davis. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line.
First down, Bears.
Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
He already has 2 sacks to his credit, now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Golden Tate, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gold with the extra point, and that will get them one closer.
Makes the score Vikings 20, Bears 7. Robbie Gould to kick it
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, You might want to think about him right here.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Hey, Rocket. Watch twitch. Watch twitch. Switch, switch, switch.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
At the Vikings 4-yard line.
Todd Gurley standing by as lonesome in the backfield here. 2nd and goal.
Right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, hey, Orville. Silver. 58 for Mike, 58 for Mike. You.
Rivers to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Allen Robinson. Incomplete. It's 3rd down and goal.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
And taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A first down throw here for Rivers. He finds Robinson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for Chicago.
And the Bears first down.
Check me 90. 190. Hey, watch the slant.
On first down, it's Gurley. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Check 180. Block 15. 53. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing on second down. Rivers. This is caught by Robinson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
First down, Bears.
Rivers now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
Second and 4 at the 4-yard line.
Set. 380. 58. Come on. Man, I got you. Check 24. Check 24. No.
Now a draw play for Gurley. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped to the backfield. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
That defensive front four has been very good. They have just not let the running game get going, have they?
Not at all. In fact, the entire offense just looking a little bit out of sync in this one.
Yeah, sometimes this is why coaches like forward-down defensive linemen, they feel like they can cover more ground when defending the run.
Let's go. Strong right.
On third down, Rivers to the end zone, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Play action. Now it's Carr. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Bradley Chubb has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. And now they've got their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Oh, a ball batted
it in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the screen.
Following the interception here, Rivers. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
All day. He's check. White. Check three. SOS.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Geis, they're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
On 2nd and 12, Carr nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Operating from the gun, Carr. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Out of the gun, Geis. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.